Hey guys, it's Craig from Union Woodco here, and we're going to touch on an interesting topic today, and that is table size. All right? So you've come to the right place because we are professionals at making tables of all kinds and all shapes and sizes. We're going to go through that in video format today, so keep on watching.
Yeah, that was great. That was great.
Okay. Can I do it one more time or no? So we're going to walk you through our comprehensive guide, which is our table size seating chart. We're going to walk you through that. The document is also available on our resources page at unionwoodco.com. And I'm just going to kind of talk you through it today and just, cross all the T's and dot all the I's, and you'll be set to order your table. Okay guys, so the first topic we're going to just briefly touch on is the use of the table. So if you're ordering a table, you obviously have a use for it that you have in mind. So whether it's eating or meeting, or if it's a large conference table or a presentation type table, we kind of want to understand what is this going to do and what kind of purpose is this table going to serve in your life. So that will inform our decisions on how we recommend what size you might want, okay? So whether it's just for quick meetings or a quick breakfast nook kind of thing, or maybe it's, a big conference table that seats lots of people, we want to understand the use of the table and, what it's going to mean to you every day. All right, so the second consideration we're going to take into account is the clearances, okay? So that's what we mean by clearances is the room from the table to the wall, okay? We want to make sure there's enough space there and you're not creating any pinch points in your space at all, okay? So if you have a wall here, the closest you're going to want your table to be from that, this dimension here or this dimension here, okay, is 42 to 48 inches, okay? So this is now what we recommend, all right? Now, there are circumstances where there might be other things that, are suitable, but this clearance here lets someone be seated or the chairs be there and have people kind of walk behind whether there's someone seated or not, okay? And that's an important functionality for a table, and it's an important consideration, all right? So now whether that's a wall or a piece of furniture, we still want those minimum clearances, all right?
That beer goes.
All right, so you're navigating our table size seating guide and you're wondering, where did these guys get this number from? Well, we didn't just pull it out of thin air, okay? There's a calculation behind it, locked up here in my tiny little brain, and I'm gonna walk you through it right now, all right? So for the dining type table, we're gonna allow for 24 to 30 inches per person as a minimum, okay? So, this could depend on how crowded you want everybody to sit around or what you want the atmosphere to be like, or you're wondering if you can squeeze an extra person around. That number is going to help you figure that out. Okay? It allows you to kind of like cut your steak or, eat your chicken wings or vegan salad or whatever you want. And it's going to allow you room to not, be bumping elbows with anybody too much, okay?
Also be drinking beer if you're having that.
A meeting table, a little bit more professional, and because it's a workspace, people want to be a little bit farther apart. So we're going to recommend here 24 to 36 inches per person, okay, as a minimum. So this allows people to kind of like pull out their laptops or, make notes or fold up a paper airplane and chuck it at each other or whatever, all right? This allows for a little bit more space, and we've taken into account that in our table size seating guide, all right? A conference table is, a little bit more kind of corporate feeling. People want a little bit more individual space, and the chairs are kind of bigger and comfier, and you might be sitting there for a long time even. So for this one, we're going to recommend even a bit larger space. So that's a minimum of 30 inches up to kind of 42 inches, which would be the typical standard for a conference table. Hey guys, so we would be totally remiss if we didn't just touch on social distancing in a table size seating guide. So we have a column for that on our table size chart, and you're going to want to check that out if social distancing is a concern for you at your home or your workspace, all right? Now we have another category here called the executive conference table. So these are going to be for like longer meetings or maybe when people don't know each other as well. And it's going to be a more formal situation essentially. For this one, how big are we going on this one? We're going 42 to 48 inches. Okay, so this is allowing kind of quite a bit of room between each people. But you know, then they've got their own personal individual space. Okay. Now the other one we're going to talk about is a workspace, work area, or benching system. Okay, this is, when we talk about this, we're talking about people that are going to be working kind of like all day. So it's like 8 hours a day at this desk. We're going to allow a little bit more room. I got to check my crib notes here. So for this, depending on the type of work they have and maybe the different computers and stuff like that, we're going to be having a minimum of 48 inches up to 72 inches would be quite large for a workspace. But you know, depending on how many like family photos and stuff you want everybody to have. So these are the numbers that we use to help us generate the table size seating guide, and we're going to get into that in a minute.
Maybe that was good.
Yeah.
We forgot to do the end. Oh, by the way, thank you guys so much for joining along in this video. I hope that's helpful to find out our table size seating guide. More details on the document in our resources page, so have a look through that. And that'll walk you through how to pick the right size table for your needs. Now, hit like if you like the video, hit subscribe if you want to subscribe and see more stuff that I talk about.
And what was I supposed to say?
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.